Welcome back. Well, you may remember him like this, but this former South Florida police lieutenant is revealing his latest endeavor. And joining us this morning is Team 6's David Jeannot, and talk about uncovering the story, David.
Yeah, it was something, let me tell you. Now, for 14 years, Lieutenant Bill Schwartz was the face of the Miami Police Department until he retired in 2008. Now he's lending his face and his body parts to a different cause. With a true passion for theater, former Miami Police Lieutenant Bill Schwartz is used to being center stage. From the drama of Elian Gonzalez, major crimes,
there's a bad group of people. They don't care who they hurt.
To the performing arts. But now, 60-year-old Schwartz is starring in a new role.
After leaving the police department, I was in a show where I had a nude scene. And the show and even my performance got mediocre reviews, but my body got raves.
Nude modeling has been a part of his life for 3 years now, traveling to art classes between the Tri-County. Mike Valverde is an art student at Broward College.
Bill's interesting because he'll strike some interesting poses, I guess.
He's just a natural at doing this. He immediately knows what I'm talking about when I say I need a certain type of pose. If something is too big,
Jan Johnson teaches her students to capture the proportion, scale, and energy of the model.
I find this is a real privilege because I'm in a partnership with the artist to create something special. And nothing gives me a bigger thrill than to walk around during a break and see just how beautiful their work is.
As a lieutenant, Bill Schwartz was a tough, compassionate, and sincere character. But it wasn't until he started this body of work that he realized how confident he is in his own skin.
Well, in theater, we always talk about being in the moment on stage. It's very difficult because in life, being in the moment is very difficult. And I think that this job has helped me learn how to be in the moment.
A moment that some of his colleagues get a good laugh out of, but respect him for it.
Happy for Bill.
I've always wanted to recreate myself from the time I was young, do different things, never repeat myself much. And I think the police department was great because there was a lot of variety there, and I loved it. It was a great career. Acting is great in that way. You play different roles. And this has been great. I guess I can't wait to see what's going to happen next.
Me too, and joining us now is Bill Schwartz. David's also here too. Thank you so much for wearing clothes for us.
Fully dressed and everything.
Fully dressed and all.
I appear any way you want me to appear.
Apparently so.
Yeah,
apparently so.
Yeah.
Well, I remember you on the beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, we saw Major Del Schwartz in that video as well.
Yeah, good old Del.
Yes, yes, and I know he was looking at that body of work as well. Where do I start? Really, how did you get into this?
Someone saw me in a show where I appeared nude and thought that I'd be a good artist model, and thought I'd give it a try. I hadn't done it yet, so why not give it a try, something new.
You are pretty confident in your own skin. I mean, in order to do that with all of those students out there looking at every part of you, have you looked at their work afterwards? How did you feel about that?
I love that. That's the best part of it, is to see their work. And I feel like I'm part of something very, very important because these kids are learning to become future artists, great artists, and I'm part of it.
Would you ever think about moving into magazines possibly and doing something, Playgirl maybe?
Yeah, well, you know, maybe if they want to have a geriatric version, I'll be happy to.
No, stop it. You look fabulous. You look fabulous. And David, you did an incredible job just shooting this piece. I mean, and of course, one of our senior editors too, Frank Adelson, put it together. It must have been a little bit challenging making sure that this was G-rated.
I mean, absolutely. You know, walking in there, you know, as a one-man band, I'm used to just shooting everything and trying to get the whole scene.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I really had to use everything to my advantage. So that, like this easel right there, you know, use the corner of that to, you know, to cover his junk and things like that. I mean, you really have to be creative with this kind of thing just to, wanted to make it tasteful for Bill. So.
It was tasteful.
Yeah, and you had to find a particularly big easel, I have to say. You know.
Oh, you know, you had to slide that in there, didn't you, Bill?
So to speak.
Well, one thing I want to know is, walk us through that very first day in the classroom.
Yeah, well, the first day was nerve-wracking. I have to admit that when I first started modeling, I was scared to death. And I thought, my God, everyone's staring at me, and I have nothing to hide myself from. But you know what? Very shortly, I realized they're just doing their job. It's very technical. they're concentrating on creating an image, and it goes out of your mind. You forget that you're naked, and it becomes very comfortable, really.
What are loved ones saying about it?
Well, my youngest daughter said, "Daddy, you can't do that because Lieutenant Schwartz would never have done that." And I said, "You're right, Lieutenant Schwartz would never have done that, but I'm not Lieutenant Schwartz anymore." And Bill is doing this.
Living in the now.
That's right.
What's next for you?
Well, I've got some nibbles for some theater gigs for next season, but until I sign on the dotted line, you don't count on that. And more of this. I seem to be more in demand now as a model than I was as an actor, which is
that's saying something.
Well, yeah, it's saying that they like to draw old men, I guess.
No, you're incredible, and you're doing very good work as well. Helping out the students. And thank you so much for coming here. It's a pleasure seeing you again off of the streets and doing what you really love to do too.
Oh, thank you.
Even though I'm pretty sure you enjoyed the beat as well.
No, I did. It's been everything's been great.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
And David, thank you for that wonderful piece
he's
of work
incredible.
too. Yeah.
David's incredible. What a great reporter. Yeah.
We're very fortunate.
Yeah.
And now for the weather.